Hello everyone. In the last lecture, we dealt with internal economies of scale. In this lecture, we are dealing with external economies of scale. Economies of scale increase that gives internal benefits as well as external benefits. So, it is known as economies of scale. Economies means benefit. So, internally firm get benefit as well as externally firm get benefit. Today we are dealing with external benefit received by the firm because of increase in scale of production. These are some external economies or external benefits which received by firm because of increase in scale of production. First one is cheaper input. When the firm is large, when the firm's scale of production is large, it is easy to receive cheaper inputs from the society or cheaper inputs from the outside, because when you purchase in a large quantity, your rate will be less, your cost will be less. When you purchase in the small quantity, you have to pay higher price. Here we are purchasing in the large quantity because the production is large. So, you are purchasing in the large quantity, it will give you a cheaper input. If you receive cheaper input, your output price will also less, your product price also less. So, you can produce at a cheaper price and you can sell at a product cheaper price, it will give you benefits of market. If your inputs are high price or inputs you are spending more, it will be very difficult to maintain your price at low. So, when your large scale production is there, you receive cheaper input. We will compare to the small scale industry. If there is a small scale industry, it is very difficult to purchase the input at a lesser price, because in a small scale industry you require a small amount of input. So, compared to the small industry, in large industry we required more input, which is we provided cheaper input. Input consists labor, land, capital. These all inputs are cheaper, because when you purchase at a larger quantity, the other party will be give you at a lesser price. So, that is the external benefit received by firm when there is large scale of production. Second one is economies of information. Why the firm require information? Any firm require information regarding production, cost, marketing, sales, demand, supply. This all information gathering is very easily possible to the large scale of production. So, when the firm get large scale of production, they can easily gather this information and convert into benefit to the firm. So, compared to the small industry, when there is a small industry, they cannot spend more to collection of the information, but in the large firm they can easily access to the market information, collect the information from market and utilize that information for the benefit of further production and marketing. So, price determination, competition in the market and other information is very required in this competitive world, because if you want to change your product, it is called product diversification. If you want to change your products, you want to change your technology, if you want to change the packaging of the product, it requires some information from market. When information received from market is better, you can implement it in your production, you can achieve more benefits to the market. So, economies of information always benefit you to get better market and better opportunities in future also. Third one is the technological economies. There are two ways of technologies. One is labor intensive technology and other is capital intensive technology. Labor intensive technology is cheaper, but the production or the product produced by the labor intensive technology, they have the less quality. So, you have to use big machinery, you have to implement all technological aspect, but it is possible for the small scale industry? No. Small scale industry, there is capital is very less. So, they cannot spend more on technological aspect, they cannot spend on machinery. When there is a large scale of production, they can spend more on technology, they can achieve invention and innovation in the product. So, this is possible because of large scale of production. So, because of large scale of production, these directly or indirectly benefit received by firm because of change in technology. Again, when technology is imported or other countries technology you are using in production, large scale industry can easily import the technology, but small scale industry, their capital base is very small, so they cannot import and use the modern technology. Modern technology is always updating in the market, but updation is possible to the large scale of industry compared to the small scale of industry. So that is direct benefit received by firm in terms of technological economies. Growth of ancillary industries. Ancillary industries are providing small parts or particularly some components to the main industry. Suppose for example, there is a automobile industry. Automobile industry requires some rubber parts, some parts of balls and bearing, some nuts and bolts. So these all parts are produced by ancillary industries. When there is a large scale of production, there is a big industry, automatically in the surrounding of that area, there are many ancillary industries which provide cheaper small parts, small components to the main industry. So main industry can easily collect or easily get these types of all instrument, all types of components, small components at a cheaper rate when there are more ancillary industries available nearby your surrounding area. If you use from the other country or if you import from the other country or other state or other area, it is very difficult to receive that. Yeah, the cost also increase. But here, because of the large scale industry in the surrounding, automatically ancillary industries start. So this ancillary industries gives you more benefit in terms of market, that you get easily on time. Easily you will get on time, you will get, and at a less cost you will get the all products required for your main production. That will benefit you in terms of production. Development of skill labor. Skill labor always help you to increase your quality of the production. But small industries, there is limitation. They cannot use more skill labor because more skill labor require more remuneration, more price. Small industries cannot pay high price to the labor, so they cannot appoint skilled labor. So when the scale of production increase, the capital base is more, big industries are there, they can appoint skilled labor according to their specialization. So specialization is possible to large scale industries compared to the small scale industry. So there are R&D, research and development unit, there is a production unit, there is marketing unit, there is a advertisement. So there are different units or there are different departments in the industry. So this department will work on the different specialization, and every specialization requires skilled labor. So this skilled labor appointment or appointment of skilled labor, it is only possible when there is a scale of production is more or increase in scale of production. So skilled labor or enhancement of the skill in terms of labor, whatever labor you have, you need to enhancement that particular skill. It is only possible to large scale industry, because small scale industries cannot enhance the skill as compared to the large scale industry. So that is one benefit received by firm when considering to the skill of labor. The last part is better transportation and marketing facilities. As you know, when the transportation cost is increased, the product cost is increased. So when you transport in a larger quantity, the cost of transportation will decrease. So when you transport at large, transportation of large quantity, it is possible for large scale industry, because small scale industries cannot transport at a large scale. So the large scale industry can take a rental, the particularly container, they can trucks, they can particularly appoint a particular vehicle for the transportation. So transportation easily available for large scale industries, and that gives you extra benefit in terms of your cost cutting. In terms of marketing, yes, there are some retailers, wholesalers, there is chain of marketing. So you can also appoint particularly your franchisee. So these benefits will available only for large scale industry, because small scale industry you cannot go for the franchisee or particularly appointing dealers, it is not possible. So again, if you advertise in terms of paper, newspaper, social media, then TV, the international platform, it is easily possible to the large scale industry. Small scale industries cannot bear that much cost. So these extra benefits which are received by the firm when the firm is large scale, that is called external economies of scale. Thank you.